to be talking to you live right now. I mean, I can't even tell you how much you've changed my life, man. I really appreciate all you're doing.
Well, I appreciate you and look forward to doing more with you, having you in our neighborhood. One of the things and words that come out when I think of you and the stuff that I've seen is you really understand the power and the value of engagement. And engagement isn't a following, engagement isn't a number. Engagement is at what level am I creating impactment and empowerment in others? And it is to me the key indicator in my own business. I'd rather have a less skilled, a less knowledgeable employee that is extremely engaged than, what good is Tom Brady on the bench? Let's be honest. So, but I see a common thread in the content that you're creating and the people you're helping, that engagement is a very key component of your pursuit of your potential. Explain to me how you, one, define engagement and then prioritize it.
Man, that's a great question. You're the question master. But I mean, for me, I basically just came from a big shift in my life. 2.5 years ago, I decided that I was going to basically cut out any kind of drug and alcohol from my life, and I basically went from a guy that was friends with everyone and generated relationships by like going out and having a good time with people to a new identity, which was a guy that's literally just trying to bring value. And all I've been doing over the past 2.5 years is basically just self improvement and learning and diving into things like, going to events and learning more from them and connecting with people like you and reading more books. And as I've started to kind of grow as a person, I've been able to create engagement with people by basically helping them learn the things that I've learned that have helped me along the way. Like in the mortgage industry, it's been a very challenging time over the past couple years because the rates have gone up and housing supply is hard and all the reasons that we all hear in the news. But I was not going to be denied. I basically decided that I was going to basically figure this out. And the only way I was going to do that is by growing. So as my business has grown, I've just grown as a person, and I've been able to share that with a bunch of my referral partners and just anyone that's really willing to listen. And that's just created just massive momentum and engagement with people that's just been beneficial, in life and in business.
And one of the other interesting things and parallels in you and I in the philosophies or the missions, not only understanding if we have this mission, the commissions will follow regardless of the external circumstances with the non negotiable behaviors, the discipline like you have with the behaviors that interfered with your potential, like drinking and drugs or other things, that partying, which we both shared. And good thing we didn't know each other when we were young. We probably would not be, we
Not
would
been
not be
good.
inspiring. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my mission is to empower others to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun.
Love that.
In the alignment and synergies, your mission and motto is to give, to guide, and to educate. And I think these missions are co-missions together, and those co-missions will create even more commission, which is commission. And
Yeah.
so, explain to me how you simplified. So not how it came up, but I know when you're able to articulate things in a simple way, like make a lot of money, help a lot of people, have a lot of fun, people are like, oh my God, that's exactly what I want to
Yeah.
do. When I read Give, Guide, and Educate, I said, oh my God, that's exactly what I want to do. But I know there's a lot of work in simplifying that. Where did it start? Mine started with superfluous bullshit about coalescing the vapors of human existence into creating viable and logical conclusion. And somebody asking me, what the F does that mean? Where did this start? What was the broad, start that led you to the Give, the Guide, and Educate motto that you have?
Simon Sinek's book, Start with the Why. I heard that classic TED talk. It's like 18 minutes. If you haven't heard that, I'm sure you all have. But if you haven't, I listened to that first, and that was the gateway to actually reading that book. And then basically, I was like, well, why do I do what I do, or what do I really enjoy about what I do? And really, it all came down to giving, guiding, and educating. And I just decided that if I have this compass with those three words, every decision that I make is going to be super easy if I'm just like, okay, I'm at a crossroads or I have to make a decision. Is it giving, guiding, or educating? Yes. Okay, cool. I go that way. No, then I go a different direction. I try and figure a way to stay that path. And as I have grown and I've stayed true to that, it's really just attracted all these opportunities and people, and I've had to put the work in, you know what I mean, to get these opportunities. But if just by staying true to those words, it's really helped me just have it make it easy in a sense to make the hard decisions, or to basically generate that momentum.
Yeah, that wisdom is essential in seeking that wisdom and asking for help. And the humility of understanding wisdom helps us to shorten the distance of interference and resistance that we create towards our own potential. One of the nuances from Simon Sinek's TED Talk for me was learning to love what I do. So I think within the context of the greats that I have worked with is the desire that you must be what you can be. In order to do so, there is a capability that's necessary of finding, the light, the love, and the lessons in the work. A lot of people are like, oh, you've always loved what you did. No, I've always learned to love, traveling around Indiana selling legal research online. I learned to love that, right? I found a way to enjoy what other people would not want to do as a 24 and 25-year-old. They'd rather be out doing other things, but they didn't make $1 million in 9 months like I did because I learned to love what other people thought sucked or they didn't like or didn't love. And initially, what I may have felt like it sucked or I didn't like or love. But beyond the wisdom is my last question before we bring up the next person. Wisdom's obvious, but faith is not. And when I read your motto of give, that's very faithful. Guide, another faith-based word, and educate, inspire is another very faith-based word. I know from where you came from, hence, and where you perceive to be going, that there must be some component of faith that is inherent in every word in your motto. How important is that for you? And did that shift from the drinking and partying days and have any type of influence on you?
I think really like faith for me is knowing that if I'm a good person and I do work hard and do the right things, that I'm going to go where I want to go. I'm going to get to that destination. It may be it may be an up and down mission, but as long as I have that vision of where I'm going, um, the faith is easy. I just do the work, and basically I know it's going to work out because I have faith in myself to make the right decisions, to work hard, to adjust, to do all those things. So, I mean, yeah, it's really just something I just know where I'm going. I know what I want to do, and I have faith in myself, and I have faith in my family and the people that are surrounding me, and that just makes every day when I have to get up at 4:30 and grind and make it happen easy.
I like that. And faith to me is continuing forward in our pursuit of whatever our potential may be according to subject matter or topic or expertise. That faith is when the evidence isn't there or the evidence is contrary to where we want to be, that we still, as you do, look within to give, to guide, and to educate in order to get to where we want to be in a faster and a more exponential manner. It takes great leaders like Tim Manfro. Uh, Definitely going to do more with you, my
Thank,
friend. I know we've been
thank you.
DMing each other even this morning. I look forward to doing work with you, having you on more of our shows, and hopefully guiding you to bigger and better
You already
personally
have.
and professionally. Thank you so
Thank,
much.
thank you.
You
All
got
right,
it.
have a good one.
Good job. Tim, good job. Tim Manfro, follow him, the mortgage underscore Manfro. Thumbs up to my brother.